with Loon, and then eventually with Trace, and so he worked hard at it. I mean, when a guy makes shots, you just credit him for making them, but for putting the work in, and I think really getting his mind right coming into the season.
You kind of talked this week about your outside chance of climbing up. Now you control your own destiny for 9. 8 became a little bit more reasonable tonight. Do you feel kind of it getting a little bit closer to reality and possibility?
Yeah, I mean, we need a little help, obviously, but all we've talked about is just win, just take care of our business and see how everything else shakes out. So many teams are playing against each other in the group that we're in, and you just never know. So we've got to keep going, keep winning, and see how it plays out.
Hey, Coach, there's been a lot of speculation about when LeBron's going to retire this year, and you also have a team with a lot of veterans that have started to be in that conversation, but he's clearly still playing at a really high level, and your guys also are playing at a really high level. Do you think that there's going to be a shift, or that there's becoming a difference in when it makes sense to talk about players retiring? Like, do you think that the conversation about what an end of a career can look like in the NBA is evolving, and should it evolve at this point?
I think what's different is players have the means to take care of their bodies year-round. We are much smarter now than we were 20 years ago in terms of our training staffs, monitoring, not only minutes but daily workload. We have the best people in the world to take care of these guys, and they hire the best people in the world in the off season. So players have gotten smarter, and they're taking better care of their bodies, and we're smarter about trying to help them lengthen their careers. And you're seeing the same thing in other sports too. The tennis player. I mean, it wasn't. I think Bjorn Borg played tennis till he was about 28 years old or something, and Roger Federer and Nadal and Djokovic, they're all still going. So we just know a lot more now, and players have the means because of the economics to really put a lot of resources into keeping their bodies in great shape for as long as possible.
Hey, Stephen, in what ways, with both Chris and Klay accepting and doing well in a reserve role throughout different parts of the season, what ways has that affected the rest of the group?
Yeah, I mean, I think Chris set a tone from the very beginning by giving up his starting spot after not coming off the bench for a single game in his Hall of Fame career. He set the tone for the group. He basically made the sacrifice, and it's amazing. I said this before the game, I think, but this is by far the best we've been in the non-Steph minutes since I've been here, because you got Chris Paul, Hall of Fame point guard, running the offense, getting us good shots over and over again. But it's more than that. It's his competitiveness. It's his intelligence. I have so much confidence in him that when Steph's not on the floor, it's I used to sort of cross my fingers, and now I feel really confident. In fact, I thought the key stretch of the game was at the end of the third when they were making their run, and we brought the bench in, and Chris led a really good run at the end of the quarter that changed everything. And then I think Klay has been in a great place, the last couple of months. He wasn't thrilled about coming off the bench initially, but handled it beautifully. And whether he's started or come off the bench now, he's been just fantastic.